Cek sound 1 2 3. Halo halo cek cepat. Halo Bang Mira, cek 1 2 3 lo. Alah, masih mencadangkan cuy, ya udah mandi dulu. Oke. Halo Om. Fact check sound fact. Apakah suara saya terdengar jelas? Kop suara noise. Ada zzz gitu. Ya, intinya jelas ndak kalau noise ya pasti ada sih. Cuman tidak bisa perfect sekali, men. Intinya tapi suaranya jelas, aman. Cek sound 1 2 3, Vekle 1 2 3, Vekle Arif bersahabat. Halo. Bentar. Kita udah ketemu ini ya. Siapa namanya ini? Jelas kayak Arif Pukpadir. Oke, karena udah momen misi kita fokus dulu. Musiknya kita close dulu, teman-teman. Akhirnya kita sudah kemarin kita sudah menyelamatkan Nahida, cuy.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Si Kole udah sembuh. Main omes saja. Hai. Mau umpan masalah atau karmana nih? Selamat Pak.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it.
Oh, dia ada masak sarapan.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat
Terima
something
kasih.
yummy. Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
Oke.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Menikmati sarapan. Oke.
Oh, by the way,
Terima
someone
kasih.
brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last
Siapakah
night.
itu? Si Pemon belum baca gitu.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So Paimon didn't open it. Oh, it's from Milu.
Anjing siapa itu gonggong, cuy?
We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days. Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest. Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look. Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Mana nih? Bersulang demi kemenangan. Oke, bersulang. Kita masih merayakan kemenangan kemarin, coy. Anjingnya siapa sih? Kole udah sembuh ya cuy, dia udah sembuh alhamdulillah ya. Kole, Hypatia udah pada sembuh semua dari penyakit Elazar.
Ah, good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
Lukamu teknik.
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
Kena petirnya
From the looks of
Sakramonte.
You seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really.
Tapi kita
The
bisa
Elazar
mengalahkan.
patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my forest watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it
Sakramon,
won't spread anymore,
Sakramon.
the existing zones won't just disappear. We
Sakramon.
forest rangers will still need
Kan
to do the
tulisannya
work.
Sakramonte, coy.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
And you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast?
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps. Or, alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino, you and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia Forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other
Berbelas
wrongdoers.
asih.
Supposedly,
Ini
they
typo
were
ini.
ashamed of their shallow
Berbelas asih.
ideologies
Emang ada bro?
and have decided
berbelas
to dedicate
kasih.
the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidia Forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer, and as a result, work...
That sounds really exhausting.
There is nothing we can do, really.
Storynya
But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand.
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go. But
Yay! Will do!
bersulang demi kemenangan. Pergi ke Grand Bazaar.
The rainforest is the best place to live.
Sakramons.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in.
I was thinking the same thing. Hey,
Nilu.
Traveler, Paimon. We got your letters, and here we are.
Apakah mereka akan mengadakan ini?
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet. Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. SUMERU is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is SUMERU's #1 celebrity after all. You have no idea how...
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Thank you banget bang, ada 4 orang yang nonton.
Nonsense. It is
3
not
orang
for
ding.
us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we
Aku
could
sambil
try
push,
giving
oke,
gifts
buset.
to people
Push
with
awal season.
particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
You guys are so funny. There's really no need for that. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here. There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar. Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here. Yeah,
Okay.
we can also check out how everything in... When I wrote as for Sino,
Aduh, beneran
we've
terlalu
only
banyak
heard
story
of
nggak sih, cuy?
pictures at the academia from time to time. I'm
Ini
not
sebenarnya
too
misinya
sure
simple
about
aja
Raimon's
sih, ini cuman
whereabouts.
storynya
My
nih banyak.
guess is that he's with Dia.
Udah kayak film Indosiar, cok, dramanya banyak.
As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me. Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Let's go. Kita bersulang demi kemenangan, pergi ke akademia dan cari tahu di mana Al-Haitam. Oh, kita mau cari Al-Haitam. Karena di atas deh. Nih. Musiknya ini sound desa yang udah aman ya guys ya. Udah tentram. Bentar di atas. Nggak mungkin sini dong. Alah kok di atas lagi cuy, gimana? Kok kesini sih? Oke, kita sudah masuk di akademi ya.
We haven't seen Al-Haytham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Al-Haytham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al-Haytham has gone to the house of Dana. You should be able to find him there.
Oke,
But
OTW.
you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be
Grup
quite the
pertamanya
busy
siapa
man.
nih?
Oh, who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Oke. Mana lagi nih? Masuk ke House of Dana. House of Dana. Aduh, salah pencet. Masih di bawah, lebih rendah. Aduh, kok masih di ala di AA enggak? Ya, di atas cuy. Astaga naga. Aduh, gimana sih maksudnya nih? Oh, sini ternyata deh. Agak pusing ya. Oke. Udah masuk di ruangan. Oh, ini Dana.
I'll hate them should be around here somewhere.
Suaramu kecil padahal volume full. Kalau gini aman kan? Enggak cuy, itu pasti ini. Kalau kamu pakai headset enggak? Kalau pakai headset emang denger kecil sih. Aku HP ku ini aman.
Just put down that worthless book and
Wih,
tell
siapa
me
ini
what
cuy?
happened
Siapa
in
ini
the
cuy?
academia.
Hah?
This is not just some worthless book.
Gitu tadi baru aman.
Do
Oh,
you
harus
have
dekat gitu.
any idea how
Siapa
difficult
ini
it
cuy
is to
ngomong
find
sama
a
Allah
physical
hitam
book
nih?
like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your
Eh,
hands on
bukan
anyway.
Kajua ya, bukan Kajua ya.
Put it aside. Listen, I came
Cafe?
back today
Oh,
only to
cafe.
hear that the sages have disappeared.
Mirip ya,
Oh.
mirip.
You sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Kasharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Ah, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always
Cafe ini
gets in the
siapanya
way.
dia cuy, kok kayak ini ya.
It seems that you
Ada
really
masalah ya
can't
mereka
stand
berdua.
my personality.
Cafe sama
What was
Al-Hitam
your
ini ada
first
hubungan
clue?
kah? Ada storynya sendiri kan mereka berdua?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Sudah, silakan keluar dari rumah.
Are you threatening
Main
me?
ancam.
Stooping to a
roommate.
new low, I see.
Oh iya.
Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Mereka lagi cekcok kan. Si Cafe ini numpang sama Al-Hitam. Serius. Numpang di rumahnya.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Karena Cafe
Don't
bangkrut.
get me
Oh.
started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
Tapi mereka akrab kan?
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
Nah,
I was in the desert for a
aku di
large
padang pasir ada
project.
proyek besar,
Considering
tapi ya,
Ravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't
ya
understand.
begitulah. Hmm.
Ah, which is truly unfortunate.
Paling kasihan lihat
I can
orang yang
only
tidak paham
pity
soal
the man who
kecantikan dan
doesn't
romantis.
understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from
Iya
a
iya.
crisis.
Iya kemarin dia
Ha!
nggak ada.
And you think I believe that?
Look, all you really need
Kamu
to know is that
cukup
Azar and
tahu
all his accomplices have
kalau Azar
all been
sudah
overthrown.
diringkus semuanya.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
Dia kok nggak percaya?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand
Kalau di
Sage.
barat dijadiin sip jomok.
Yours, though, on the other hand.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oke, lanjut. Bicara al hitam. Pasti kita mau nanyain dia sama ininya nih,
Oh,
sama
it's you two.
kafe.
What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the academia. I don't know where to begin.
Oke. Kafe iya. Aku tadi mau nanya,
you're
Dia
right.
kayak lihat bangunan-bangunan gitu, kayak arsitek.
Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6 great schools, have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
Huh? But why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6th grade sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, alright. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before the new sages take off. And the first thing I'll do is reject Sahurrrrrr's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Sahurrrrrr scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Kita balik kemana nih? Balik kemana? Waduh, jauh banget ya. Pojok sini. Pelabuhan Ormos. Musiknya musik India ya. No, hampir aja. Lah kok naik lagi cuy? Ya ilah. Hah? Oh di luar. Itu lift. Oh iya. Oh aku di atasnya ya. Oke, paham. Nah ini pelabuhan yang kita mau ngejar Dottore itu kan?
This is Port Ormos. Now where could you...
Oh iya Pesya.
Is that Paimon I hear?
Ya dia udah sembuh alhamdulillah ya guys ya.
Been a while.
Eh,
How are you
Dunazar cuy.
Dunyazad!
Dunazar.
So long since we've seen you.
Kabar baik yuk.
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my
Akhirnya
entire
warga
life.
Sumeru udah sehat
I don't know if you've
semua
heard,
guys.
but Alazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
Alhamdulillah.
Are you kidding? Knowing them and the
Mereka ini punya
connections they've got,
koneksi
I'm
aku yakin
sure
mereka
they've
sudah
heard about
tahu.
it. That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already
Kan
informed
kamu
my
sudah
father of your
berhenti.
resignation.
I
Sudah
guess I'm
kebiasaan
just
si panggil
used to
kamu.
calling you my lady.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my
Mampu jadi
edge if I
tumpul
keep being
kalau
a
terlalu lama
bodyguard for the
kerja keluarga.
Homeyanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a
Mereka setuju kalau
problem
kamu
if
bisa
you wish to.
Oh my god.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know. When
Do
I
it,
took
do
this
it, do it.
job, I'd already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get
Karena
back out there
Oh,
and chase that
memang.
horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my
Kelas
body to
mencari
the test
pekerjaan yang
again.
menantang.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever.
I know. If I hadn't joined in that
Kalau
plan
tidak
with
ikutin
you,
kalian,
I
aku
wouldn't
tidak
have come
akan.
up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many
Ada banyak
problems
masalah
in
di Sumeru
Sumeru.
sebagai
And as a
Aku
desert
merasa belum
dweller,
siap ketemu.
I'm still not completely ready to settle down.
Well, I remember a friend
Okay,
had
ada temen
someone
yang
bring
baru.
you a.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that.
We just came from talking with
Yang
Al
bahasa-
Haytham at the academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the
What?
I heard that Azar and his
Katanya Azhar
cronies
yang
fell from
kebetulan sudah
power,
jatuh dan
and Al
menurut Al
Haytham
Haytham
told me that now was a good time to find a job in the academia, but only if I wanted
kalau
to.
aku bersedia.
Whoa. Paimon
Bisa
can't
bayangkan
see
kamu
you
kerja
being
yang
anything
lain
other than
selain
a
jadi tentara
mercenary.
bayaran.
Me
Aku tidak bisa
neither.
bayangkan, tapi dia pasti
But I
kelihatan
think
cantik
Dia would
pakai
look
seragam
great
pelajar.
Ugh, forget about it.
Jangan
I wouldn't
dengar,
last
aku
10
tidak bakal
seconds in
tahan di
there.
sana 10 detik.
I'll hate them probably just like the way I worked
Palingan
and
juga si
knew
Al
I'm good in a
Haytham
fight. So he suggested I
suka
find
materi
some work
kerjaku
in the
dan dia tahu.
academia.
But you know, if you take
Tapi
him up
kalau
on the
kamu mau,
offer,
saya lebih.
Sino might actually agree and let you become a mantra. Because you're
Soalnya
super
kamu kan
amazing.
bayaran.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or
Buset,
later.
story-nya lama banget,
If
coy.
anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you.
I'm glad to hear you. Come on, no need for the sad face. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd.
So,
Itu sama
have
kan?
you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering.
Oh, did Nilu write?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back,
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is a.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just.
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think.
Alright,
Oke.
then
Wih,
this is how. I'll
acara
show
lagi,
up.
coy. Acara lagi ya.
Feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Wih, acara lagi nih,
Thank you
mantap.
so much for letting us know.
Oh, by the way,
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally, no one knows his whereabouts.
oh,
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Ari village. You can. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss. Don't mention it. You better get going.
all right, on to our next stop.
Oke, bersulang debit. Oh, ini masih ini ya, bertemu orang-orang Sumeru ya. Aduh, kok udah sampai sini aja, coy. Lihat sini kah? Temulah sih.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru village. Ah, there's Sino.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well too.
That's good to hear.
Terima kasih. Oke.
Yeah,
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my
Rahman.
friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Roman! And, Sataria?
Hah? Anak buahnya Azar?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well, you're pretty famous in the academia.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I
I'm
see.
doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. The stars have always guided caravans.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting...
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary...
Sataria's idea will bring much good to
Oh,
many
sino
people.
datang?
At first, I feared it was destined to...
Eh,
As you
emang
know,
sino dari
all
awal ada?
knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were lightning bolts, constant... Sataria, you tread a treacherous... Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the...
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Sudah.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration
Syukurlah
with
si
members of the
Setaria ini join
Eremites.
ya.
My plan was
Soalnya kan
able
dia
to
cuma
go
ngikut
smoothly
perintahnya
thanks
si
to him
Azar.
and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly
Nggak boleh
what the
dibacok
people here
dong.
need. Physical books and other related items.
Ditumbuk aja
If
bunyi
it weren't
bek.
for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this,
Kalau dibacok kan
the
langsung mati.
Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words.
Kebacok dia nggak akan ngerasakan sakit, langsung mati, Cok.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shaped the world.
Okay.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some...
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nila.
Cek surat. Kayaknya acara ini mau diadain lagi nih, cuy. Acara Sahurrrrrr itu. Oh, bukan Sahurrrrrr. Grand Bazaar. Memang kira kamu baru bakal mulai Sabis Pesta.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first
Ini
I've
pertama
heard
kali
of
aku
it.
dengar ada acara begitu. Waduh, dia nggak tahu. Ini sengaja diadakan buat kamu loh, Saino. Kamu wajib ada. Ih, seru nih kayaknya nih acaranya nih. Jarang sekali bisa kamu sudah suka perayaan.
No, not really.
Tidak sih, tapi baiklah. Oke, dia menghargai ya. Kalian berdua juga diundang ya. Belum lagi harus menjaga Nona Setaria juga di perang seri ini. Mungkin kali ini aku harus menolak. Wah, Rahman gak ikut, cuy. Setaria dulu yang nolak, cuy, tapi sekarang udah baik, alhamdulillah. Tuh kan.
But now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky.
Mantap. Akhirnya udah sadar juga, cuy.
Symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So please keep dancing. And someday, I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Berarti suatu saat dia akan datang nonton, cuy. Pesanan makan oke. Oke.
Got it.
Oke, ingatin lagi Saino, jangan sampai nggak ikut. Oke, tunggu sampai perjamuan dimulai 2 hari kemudian. Oke. Langsung acara nih, mantap nih. Bisa nih 1 kali live nih. Aduh, udah jam berapa tadi ya? 19. Malam ya. Bentar. Berarti beneran lebih 1 jam tuh, karena telat. Lebih 1 jam. Kan aku baliknya jam 1. Sumpah, tekanannya beda dengan di klip tuh orang. Main kostum kaki belum? Oke, kita lanjut lagi, coy. Udah kayaknya ini, udah. Oh. Oke, langsung aja kita mau acara Grand Bazaar merayakan kemenangan kita, cuy. SUMERU City, bentar lihat sini kali ya. Apakah acaranya bakalan lebih meriah dari Sahurrrrrr ulang tahunnya Nahidul di bawah, guys? Aduh, di mana nih, cuy? Kok panas ya? Genshin aja udah panas. Ini karena update kali ya? Mana sih anjir? Oh di atas ini. Oh ini tempat kemarin yang sub series itu ya. Udah pada kumpul nih, mantap.
Everybody's already here.
Semua sudah
Looks like
sampai,
we're the
kita
last ones
pantau.
to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Oh orang pada nunggu kita cuy.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we?
Tapi nggak telat karena orang lain saja yang datang lebih
I
awal.
propose that the last one who arrived be put in
Aku ada
charge of
usul
today's
yang
speeches.
datang sekarang boleh
Nah,
semua.
there won't be any
Tidak
speeches
usah hari
today.
ini.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's
Stan
share
ini
some
tuh.
great food
Headset.
and drinks, and chat about all sorts of.
Everything
Yo,
looks
makan.
quite good.
Wow, Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
Semua orang makan dan minum. Oke.
Wow, it's
Coklat.
so delicious. Oh, this
Masih
grilled
banyak
meat
coklat.
tastes amazing.
Habislah.
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand
Dan
Bazaar.
Talia yang
And
beli.
we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a hero.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always...
My lady sure has a way with words.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully.
Oke.
Moreover, judging from the
Anjir 40
results,
menit cuma
everything
dengar
worked
mereka
out
cerita,
well.
cok. Astaga, kapan mainnya ini ya Allah.
Everyone gave it their all when it mattered most.
Ayo ayo, acaranya apa ini cepetan, coy. Astaga, cuma tap-tap doang. Sejam, waktu main cuma sejam. Ya Tuhan.
The performance was a great success.
Ini membok watemnya gimana?
Would you say we're good actors?
Payment cepat
too?
payment.
It's
Astaga,
such a
payment.
blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power.
Betul, aku mau denger,
Even after
mau
being
lihat acaranya,
abandoned,
mau lihat acaranya.
Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing. This should be something everybody should remember.
Oke.
You look surprised.
No, everything you
Ada
said
yang
is
salah?
That's good.
Something wrong?
Ada yang salah? Wih,
Yeah,
suaranya keren banget cuy. Something wrong?
you knew all of this
Apa? Aku
already.
Even if those two
Yeah.
giants of the academia are here, those sages really have some nerve.
Tidak tahu diuntung, 500 tahun lalu Resolusi mengarahkan seluruh kekuatannya demi Sumeru. Terus apa
And what
balasannya?
did they do in return?
Sepertinya setelah semua orang melakukan kebata, pengertian mereka tentang sejarah Sumeru bisa berubah. Sekarang semua orang percaya karena adalah Arkon Sumeru sejak awal. Dan mungkin seluruh Tewat ini cuma aku saja yang tahu kalau ada dewa bernama Gran. Oh. Untuk sisa aku akan menghormati keputusan
If you bite the hand
Oh,
that feeds you,
oke,
don't
paham.
act surprised when it turns into a
Paham
knuckle
coy.
sandwich,
Berarti
right,
kemarin
Sayo?
itu Rukadevatanya hilang. Dan yang ingat itu cuman si MC ini cuy. Yang lain nggak ingat sama sekali. Yang dia ingat cuma ini. Kusanali aja, si Nahida.
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but
Memang
their treatment
pengorbanannya
of
gede
Lesser
banget.
Lord
Apa
Kusanali
sih?
calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord
Kamu tinggal bilang
Kusanali
saja
that you
kalau
wish to
kenal
have
ya,
us
minta
or his
hukuman Azhar yang
accomplices
kamu.
severely punished.
I respect our
Aku menghormati
deity's
keputusan
decision
dewa dan
and
tidak
won't
mau.
interfere. While we're on this topic,
Kebetulan
you
bahas
accept
soal
the
ini, aku
Academia's
mau
invitation to
tanyakan
become the
kalau
Grand
Akademia yang
Sage?
mengisi penuh. Oh
Are you
ada.
trying to say that I'm fit
Kamu
to be
merasa
a
aku layak
sage?
memegang posisi itu?
not
Tidak,
at all.
tapi semua orang mengurus
every
proses
person
pemilihannya
handling the
bilang
selection
kamulah yang paling
process
cocok.
has said that
memiliki-
you are the most suitable candidate
ini
to
ada
lead the
pemilihan ini.
Academia right now.
Why? Because
Apa
he
karena dia
dethroned
berhasil
Zar from
menggulingkan
power?
Zazar?
Could
Boleh
you
sedikit
try to
diubah
put it
kata-katanya.
another
Ini
way?
hal baik, tapi
This is a
omonganmu
good
baru
thing,
terdengar
yet
seperti
you're making it
menggulingkan
sound
azar
like I
untuk
overthrew
kepentingan
a czar for my
keuntungan
own
pribadi.
personal gain.
But seriously though, I
Ya
always
juga ya,
wondered
memangnya
if you
kamu
had
tidak ada
some
kepentingan
personal
pribadi
motives
sama
behind.
I
sekali,
did have my own motive,
tapi tidak ada hubungan
but it
dengan
had
posisi
no.
seks.
If the rules of our
Jika
nation were
aturan yang
suddenly
berlaku
cast by
yang
the wayside, then it
By that, you mean your life
Maksudnya
working
kamu
as the
hidup
academic.
precisely.
betul sekali.
Wait,
Ah,
is
itu doang.
that all? So that's
Itu
the only
satu-satunya
reason
alasan
why
kenapa
you
kamu
joined us
gabung
and
pesantren
came up with
ini.
all-
It's reason enough.
Alasan itu sudah cukup.
You've certainly
Kau
got
berilmu
quite
unik
the
juga ya.
personality.
You flatter me.
Terima kasih pujian.
All right then.
Baiklah.
How about you?
terus kamu.
You've already resumed
Kamu
work
sudah
as the
kembali ke
general
matematika
Mahamacho,
aja?
right?
That's right.
Oke.
Will you be happy
Kamu
with
senang
that
dengan
life?
kehidupan seperti itu?
It's not about being
Bukan
happy.
masalah senang apa tidak sih.
There are merely a
Masih
lot
banyak
of
yang
things
terkau.
that
Even so,
Ya
keep
minimal
your
jaga
spirits up
suasana
and try to
hatimu.
be happy,
Ayo,
okay?
ayo senang dong.
try to
Terus
smile
cobain
more
banyakin
every day,
senyuman
just
setiap
like
hari.
I'm
Kayak
doing
aku
now.
nih. Aduh, kakak Nilo.
Thank you. I'll
Terima
keep
kasih
that in
ya.
mind.
Aku ingat. Kayaknya udah cukup guys. Udah cukup. Bicara dengan teman yang menghadiri perjamuan. Udah cukup ya. Kita banyakkan ngomong coy. Sekarang kita buka musik dulu, kita main daily mission, daily quest. Sejam doang kan ini, kita sejam doang. Udah jam 3 ini. Besok siang ya kalau jadi aku masuk jam 5 sore. Jadi besok siang aku sign live lagi.
A blade is like a tea leaf.
Oke.
Only those who sample it many
Aku
times
kelarin
can appreciate
daily
its
dulu ya.
true qualities.
Apa ya lagunya enak apa ini? Ada 3 orang yang nonton. Thank you bang yang nonton. Bentar kita stop iklannya dulu guys ya. Suara musiknya kedengaran nggak bang Mire? Daily mission. Masih mabar kah bang? Apa nih suara musiknya nggak kedengaran? Oh iya ya. Wah kenapa ini guys? Anjir aku digebuk coy. Masih lost track. Kali ini udah. Oh ada cuman kecil. Apalah. Bacakan puisi ini yang agak panjang ya. Tap biar cepat tap. Nah, udah semuanya joget. Udah aman. penonton datang.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Di troll padahal mau ambis sih. Aneh cuy nonton tuh. Udahlah nanti malah adu nasib kan. Tapi kamu udah glory kan, udah aman. Gak tahu ya gamenya nih kayak gitu, tapi mau ditinggalin susah cuy. Gak tahu kenapa ya. Senang.
Whirling snow. Yeah. Coming Sato art. Sumetsu.
Pengen imo. Iya sih, betul. Semangat bang, bisa kok. Yang penting kayaknya harus mabar aja deh, minimal bertiga kayaknya. Lagian temenmu itu kan ada yang hyper kan, aman kok.
Everybody stand back.
Disappear.
Itu party di troll.
My apologies. Yeah.
Susah ya. Kalian main gitu, main apa namanya? Satu tempat apa pisah-pisah bang? Kalau sering mabar gitu. Kan di Sumatera semua kan? Closer, I swear, I swear.
Every time that I need you by my side, every time I lose my way in life.
Decided by destiny.
Windblade.
Take flight.
I'll put you first, hold you close, like you taught me. Know that I'll be there for you, I promise anytime you call me, it don't matter where I am, I'll always be there, like you've been there. If you need me closer, I'll be right over.
Add Astra.
I swear
Loh kok masih belum? Aduh, apalagi nih cuy, astaga. Oh my god, ganti hari cuy, astaga. Telat, aduh, telat coy. Antar makanan dulu lah. Udahlah nanti aja lah. Telat coy, jam berapa ini? Oh, dia risetnya jam 3 ya, udah nanti aja ya. Thank you ya Bang Mire. Dan juga yang mungkin sempat join. Ketawa anjir. Nanti mabar lagi dah jam 2 siang atau jam 2 aja lah. Thank you ya Bang.